get rid of.
When was the last time you gave away clothes before Nicole's death?
January of '94.
And these were clothes from a New York place?
Yeah.
And who did you give them to?
Some to a guy named Furhman, believe it or not. And then the other guys in the building. You know, you put them in big bags and you take them downstairs and, you know, I don't know if they go to Goodwill or the doorman and go through them or what.
What was Furman's first name?
I only knew him as Furman.
You're not saying you gave away a pair of Aris-like gloves to Mr. Furman, are you?
Don't answer that. That's a great question, though.
That's one of the most remarkable
That is remarkable.
things.
That was a great question.
I couldn't resist.
I understand.
Who is Mr. Furman?
He's a doorman, or I'm sorry, concierge. I don't really. I do this all the time, so it's hard to recall at that moment that was the exact one. But I do know I hit something over to Mrs. Nevercurse because it's my practice to always do that.
Over to Mrs. what?
Nevercurse yard. That's
How do you
the-
spell that name?
I don't know.
Could you say it a little more slowly?
Nevercurse.
Has Mrs. Neberker ever talked to you about your hitting golf balls there?
No.
Have you ever spoken to her about the fact that you've done that?
Well, she's seen me actually in her yard hitting balls many, many times.
And she's never said anything to you about it?
She likes to talk to me, but she's no longer living. But she would sit in her front
I see.
door.
When did she die?
I think early '94.
And who was living at that property when you hit the golf balls in that direction?
I have no idea.
Was the house vacant?
I don't know.
Did you ever hit her with a golf ball?
You don't have to answer that. You couldn't relate. Is that the reason that she passed?
No, that's not the reason. She was in her